And the one thing I'm going to ask you to do is that you've got to finish your passing movement. You see that green cone just over there? You start on the green cone, and so you can't go past that green cone. All right? I want you to peel back around and load up again, because we're not going to stop. See, once you've gone through, I want you to go back just with the halfbacks. You're not going to pass very far. You're just really starting the movement. Okay, let's just get started and see where we come. Go. We keep going. Keep going. Okay, hold up. The 14 there and the 12, what you're going to do is you're going to alternate one each, but you're going to try to tag the guy, who's the third receiver. You're going to try to just tag him before he gets across the green line. You start on the yellow cone, or between those two yellow cones here, you just tag the guy. And we'll just see, because where's the pressure most often coming from when you're playing an attack? Where does the defence push out from? Yeah, from the ruck. So they sort of come up and they're still pushing out. Or if they come up square, these guys are still pushing in. Okay? So these guys are going to simulate that by just putting a little bit of pressure on you now. Okay? And you're going to try to get the ball through your hands. And you're going to try. You can't go until he releases the ball. So not until it's come out of his hands. Let's go. See how we go? Hang on. Before we made one error on the last man, I put one little bit of pressure in and you make an error. Why do you think that happens? A little bit distracted by it, a little bit anxious. It's about being ball focused. It's about just channeling your certainty on the ball and how you shape your hands on the ball. Let's go. It's got to be through the hands, because usually you've got guys in front of you as well. Okay, hold up. How do you reckon you can take time away from the 12? Run straight? Yeah, I really like the way you're running. You're all running pretty straight, which is something that doesn't happen very often. There's a couple of guys who are faded on the ball, but most guys are squaring up pretty well. What else can you do?
Take it to the line.
Take it to the line, but while you're taking it to the line, if there's a man facing you, he can push past them even.
Quicker hands.
Quick hands, so he gives it early, but then he's not a threat and he's still 5 metres away from the defender. What about if you pass it to me here? What suddenly changed? Less time. What we want is to take away his time. If we give him time, he takes our space. If we're already in the space, he's got less time to get out to there. If we go through and we all move up, so you stay here. Now, how do I keep some space for this guy?
Hold your run.
And you're in the fatties line. Superb. Superb. If you hold your run, so what I'm going to get you to do is when you run, when you shape to pass, you're just about to let it go, that's when you get a change up onto the ball. Okay? You should get 3 or 4 steps onto the ball. You're going to wait until he shapes the pass, and you're going to keep all that space open to yourself. But it means you can sneak right up there. It means that you don't have to stay way back there. How deep were we before? Let's come up nice and flat. Righto, let's go. The one thing we didn't do is we didn't beat the green line, because the green line is where they're coming up to defend. So you've got to receive the ball behind the green line and you've got to pass it before the green line. Okay, I just want to correct one thing here. Yeah, you made a pass to Jono, and Jono passed to me, and I caught it like this. Can I pass like this? I think you're better off to reshape your hands on the ball, because if you caught it like this, it's easy enough, almost as you're loading the ball just around that iliac crest to let it go, you can actually reload it and get a good shape on the ball, and then you're coming onto the ball slowly, and you can still give a good pass. Because how often do you see in a game a guy gets a bad one and then throws a bad one? It's a throw. You want to always be given a pass. And exactly what Jono said, if all else fails, you can show and you can carry. But try to get that reshape. So if you get a bad one, reshape, give a good one. Get a bit of flow going again. Nice pass. Hold. What did this guy do here to the guy running across? He took you out. Good work. So he got the pass, and you're coming across, Taylor, to make the touch. And let's say Amon's there, and I pass to Amon. If I do this, and I've just let my pass go, Taylor's got to make a little bit of distance around me, and I just hold the space a little bit for Amon. So it's another thing. If we hold our run, we step nice and straight, we reshape if we have to, give a quality pass, and then we push through. And we push through, holding that space, and then we're natural support players on the inside anyway. Okay? Let's go again. Keep it going. Good hold. You held your depth really well, despite having number 3 on your back. Yeah, nice. That's a lot tighter on your passing action. That's much better. Better direct pass. Let's go. Hey, just number 11 there. How deep were you? Yeah, maybe a metre or 2. And then when you made your pass, the guy was straight onto him. If you can be up a little bit flatter, the flatter you play, the more block you'll get, the more body check he has, and the slower he is to get to you, or to get to the guy outside you. Okay, so let's ramp it up. We're going to do about half a dozen quick ones in a row. You're under pressure. Let's go. Come more. Keep going. Hold up, guys. What did T-shirt do after he passed the ball? T-shirt did his hair, had a bit of a look, thought that's not a bad pass, and then he ran through. If you hold and let him go past first and then run through, you haven't really done your job, all right? So we make our pass and we take that space straight away. Otherwise, it's too late. He's gone past. Just before you start, are you happy with where you're standing? Oh, okay. I'm going to challenge you by saying take one step up. Step up. Righto. You still got time and space. Just hold your run. Discipline, hold your run. See, it's easy now. You get through every time. Yeah, that's better, T-shirt. Put a hole in them. Let's just come in for a second. What we're going to do, and this is challenging, is we're going to go... How many right-handers here? Put your hand up. Exactly. Now you're going to go from the other side, and you can do exactly the same thing from the other side and try. At least now you know what are the key things that we're looking for. Key thing for me is that you're set early in the right place. Because before, when you're way deep, no matter what you did after that, it was too easy for the defence. So the first thing is to set quickly and be in the right place at the start. What's the next thing?
Time your run.
We want to keep our ball focus, okay? So time your run, we're ball focused, then we get our timing, because as soon as we put pressure on, we put that ball down because the guy was starting to get panicked about how quick he had to get it through his hands. Because you don't have to get it through your hands that quick. If you hold your run, you keep your space, you've got time. Okay? What else we got?
When you've made your pass go through and block the defender, am I coming across?
Yeah, we want to make sure that we push through. Now, sometimes we might not get the defender, and we don't want to tackle him, we don't want it to be too obvious, but we just want to try to help hold a bit of space for the guy outside us. That's spot on. What about the guy outside us? What's he looking to do? Again, hold his run, time his run. We hold until when?
Once he's loaded the ball.
Till he's loading the pass. So when he is loaded, when the ball's on his hip and he's loaded to pass, away we go. If we get a poor pass and we get an ugly stick on the ball, what do? If you catch like this, that's how quick you can reshape. And sometimes, even when you're training, you can just practice reshaping and getting passes away, and at least you're giving good passes because you've got a good reshape and you can get a good pass away. I want to see a change up onto the ball. What do I mean by change up? I mean 3 quick steps.